I was 203 pounds. Yes.
Okay,
And you want me to say where I'm at now?
sure.
The fluffy coat
Because
is
you
a
look,
is a
yeah, but
delusion.
I can tell the change in your face.
I was in with Teresa earlier today, and I'm 167.
Uh-uh. Yeah, you look amazing.
I'm outside and it's cold, so that's why I have this coat on. But yeah, from 203 to 167. Yes.
So that. Okay, this is Dr. CJ Benkert with Buddha Vida Wellness, and I am here, very special treat today. We are celebrating National Childhood Obesity Month, and I have two amazing clients of mine that are going through the Buddha Vida Wellness Transformation System. Beautiful Zandra and her gorgeous daughter, Zidane. So, how are you guys doing?
Well, we're doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. A little frazzled at the end of the day, still in my clinic, but everything's good.
Good.
So I just first want to thank both of you for taking the time to share your story. I'm sure that both of you realize that a big part of helping other people and making a difference on this planet is when we share our story with other people, when we're willing to open our heart and just share our story, because we're all struggling, we're all going through the same thing. We all just want to be loved and we all just want to be happy. So, Zandra, I'll start with you. Why did you come in? What made you come in? And let's just talk about it.
Why did I come in? I had gotten to a point where, and I don't think I said this to my daughter, so I don't know if she knows this or not, but I had gotten to a point where I looked in the mirror and I didn't like what I saw. I had gained a lot of weight, and I know being heavier is not healthy. So I needed to do something that would work. And I knew about the program from some years ago. And because I knew it worked and I was determined to do something that worked.
So I'm trying to remember, when did you guys come in? It was what, about 6 months ago?
I'd say about 6 months. Let me see. This is September, February.
Okay.
Where it came in.
So you came in, you knew you wanted to change. You hadn't told your daughter that you didn't like what you saw in the mirror.
No, yeah.
Where were you when you started? Do you want to share any numbers or whatever you want?
I believe on my scale at home, I was 203 pounds. I was 203 pounds. Yes.
Okay.
And you want me to say where I'm at now?
Sure.
The fluffy coat
is a
delusion.
I can tell the change in your face.
I was in with Teresa earlier today, and I'm 167.
Yeah, you look amazing.
I'm outside and it's cold, so that's why I have this coat on. But yeah, from 203 to 167. Yes.
So that's just weight. But what did you notice with your health, your energy? And then I definitely want to talk about why you brought Zidane in.
Okay. I think in front of me, I believe my metabolic age was in the 70s.
Wow.
71, 72, something like that.
I feel like it was
it was in the 70s, and then today it's 42.
So 30 years younger.
30 years younger, 30 pounds lighter.
In 7 months.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So.
And I remember when you guys first came in, Zidane she wasn't as happy as she could be.
Well,
how did you feel when you were sitting there with me that first day?
What did you say?
How did you feel when you first?
How did you feel?
First day?
I was very scared. I would describe how I was feeling as scared more than anything else. And I was also really like, I felt kind of uncomfortable because it was new and trying new things. Of course, it's going to be strange. And this is like nothing I've ever done before. I never seen anyone really do this before. So I was kind of like I was also, I just didn't know.
Yeah, you were very like, I don't know about this. Now I'm trying to remember. How old are you? 12, 13?
She
No,
was
I think
12 at
I
the
was
time.
12 when it started, but I actually I turned 13 in late May. So that's why I'm 13 now. But when it first started, I was 12 going on 13.
Okay. And my impression of you that first visit is you were kind of closed off a little bit and, you know, not very like willing and kind of like, why does my mom have me here? And I don't need this. I'm fine. Right?
I don't know if it was, I guess, yes.
So what was it like for you? Because I've seen a huge transformation in you too, not just physically, but your energy and your confidence and how well spoken you are. You went from 12 to 18, maturity wise.
I'm honestly kind of surprised you said that because I really feel like, yes, I feel like I've grown, but I don't feel like I've grown too much in like the past, ever since this started. I feel like I've grown knowledge wise, but I feel like in terms of my maturity and everything, I honestly feel kind of the same.
Well, knowledge-wise makes a big difference.
Well, knowledge about this, but a lot of this stuff I kind of like knew a little bit. So, like it was a growing experience, but I mean, I don't feel like I've changed a lot, like physically. Like I didn't get taller. Like I feel like I wasn't changed a lot physically. I feel like my personality is pretty much the same. But
So what was it like for you going through the program? Was it hard to eat the different foods? No oil?
I feel like it was like honestly pretty hard, to be completely honest. And I feel like it wasn't really the sweets for me. Like it was more so like the bread and stuff because
she loves bread.
Okay.
Loves it. Well, she did.
Yeah. You still love bread?
But yeah, I was saying.
You were saying that it wasn't the bread, and that's when I jumped
No, I said
in.
it wasn't. I said it wasn't the sweets.
It wasn't the sweets. Okay.
It wasn't really the sweets. Like that was part of it. Like I never really was like craving sweets. It was more so like bread and things, like more so crackers, and also like I feel like it was more so that. So it definitely was hard for me. It was hard for me. It was never really easy, to be completely honest. I feel like I take that back. It wasn't never easy. It was just when lock-in was way easier. Like it was drastically easier. Like it wasn't like, oh yeah, it's a little better. It was like totally flipped around. But Lose It was like very hard, and I didn't really like doing Lose It, but lock-in was enjoyable.
So what changes did you notice in your body or how you felt?
I mean, I've noticed that I felt like I was having a lot of like mood swings. I felt like I was having a lot of mood swings, like when I would it would be like, for sometimes I would feel like super sad, and then I would be like happy, and it would kind of just be like back and like it would kind of just be a lot of mood swings is what I honestly realized happening. But it was kind of like for a month, for a little while I'd feel like this, for a little while I'd feel like this. And what I actually think it was connected to was the food from Lose It to Lock-in, because I remember a lot of times during Lose It, honestly, I'm feeling kind of like sad, and like it just like kind of wasn't a good experience. And there were also other things going on during that time as well.
Do you think it was because you didn't want to do it?
That could be it too. Yeah. But the bottom line is that I wasn't feeling good. But then during lock-in, I like felt like drastically better. And it was like drastic. Like I remember I would cry a lot during like February or whatever it was.
Bread. It's because she couldn't have bread.
It was more so February. But then as soon as I was in like lock-in, I was honestly fine.
Because in
Yeah.
lock-in, she could use almond flour and things sort to make things like that. Because she said no, but she loves bread.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't say no. I
You guys
was
make like keto bread and like some of the healthy baked goods, the cookies and brownies and things like that.
and I feel like that was better, like because it wasn't just like one day you're like this and the next day it's just like cutting out like just tons of stuff. It was now in lock-in, it was okay, you can have that, it's just modified a little bit.
Yeah.
And on like I just feel like I said, and to this day I still buy, what is it, like I still buy the
Almond flour.
like the almond flour, like the cookie mix and like the
Yeah.
bread and everything. Like just bought some yesterday. Like, so I mean 2 days ago. So I feel like has probably been like the biggest change.
So Mom, what was your reason for bringing her in? Why did you bring her in with you? And did you get the result that you wanted to get? Or do you guys feel like you're still on your journey?
Well, Zidane is a grazer, and she likes to eat at all hours of the day and all hours of the night. So I wanted her to get more structure in her eating, because if she's up doing homework at 8 o'clock, she'll go grab something to eat, and
Yeah.
she loves that bread. She loves. I don't know what she's saying, but she eats crackers and bread and toast and cakes and cookies. She likes all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted her to hear from someone else that the white flour was not good for her, things like that. I wanted her to hear from someone else, because sometimes when you're telling your child something and you're the parent, sometimes they don't hear it. But if someone else who's an expert says the same thing, a child sometimes will receive it. So
Yeah.
And as far as the results, she pays attention to what she eats now. And that's what I wanted. I wanted her to think about what she eats, and she's reading labels, and she's found some healthy alternatives that she likes. So I'm
What are
very
your-
satisfied with that.
Zidane, what are your favorite treats that are healthy now that you can eat that you didn't eat before?
Well, okay, honestly, just like the same thing I ate before, except like without
Switching
like,
ingredients? So you just switch ingredients?
just with different ingredients, because it was really just like, like pancakes, everything. So I really just like do the same thing except differently.
With the almond flour,
Yes.
and she likes pizza, so she'll
Oh yeah,
she'll eat
that.
the cauliflower crust
Okay,
and the almond cheese.
okay.
Well, okay.
Okay,
Don't say that.
okay. She kind of likes it. She kind of doesn't
Nope.
like it, but
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
I don't like almond cheese either. I don't like almond cheese either. I'm right with you. So is it what you guys wanted? Are you Zidane? If we can go back to February and we're sitting there, would you still do it again, or are you glad that you did
Well, I wouldn't lose it again.
it?
Yeah, I'm trying to be honest here because I don't want to lie.
you jump straight to
I would
lock
just
in.
jump into lock-in and then I would be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would probably do.
And that's fine, because in lock-in, she's still eating more healthy, making healthier choices. So
So Zandra, are you where you want to be?
no, I just started another Lose It Face 6 days ago,
Oh,
because
awesome.
I'd like to get down to 150. So I still have about 16 more pounds that I'd like to lose.
Awesome. And how tall are you?
5'5.5".
Okay. I just care about your metabolic age. I don't care about your weight.
Okay. Well,
So
then I need to
you're in
get.
the 40s now?
I'm in my 40s now.
Yeah, if we can get you into your 30s, that's pretty darn good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what Teresa told me today, that I keep striving to get to my 30s.
Yeah.
And
Because I mean, I'm in my 20s, but it's
Wow.
a struggle sometimes. It's
Wow.
hard to stay in your 20s metabolically. It really is.
Okay.
So I'd be very proud of you, and as far as preventing disease and just making sure that you're not insulin resistant and that your metabolism is young and healthy, I would say anywhere in the 30s, you would be really, really good as far as, you know, what you wanted to accomplish, which is just feeling better, looking better, being younger inside, which is gonna make you look younger on the outside too.
Well, people have told me that I do. Well,
You do.
do I want to say how old I really am? I'm in my 50s, the upper part of my 50s.
Yeah, no, you look amazing.
Thank you.
So Dawn, have you noticed a change in your mom and how she looks? Pretty cool, huh? Are you proud of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
What
I'm
do
not. No, I'm not in the mirror looking at myself all the time. No, I'm not.
Mhm.
But I definitely like the way I look at my clothes much better. So
Yeah. Does it feels better, huh, in your clothes?
it feels better. It feels better. And I don't know if you were going to ask about it or not. I talk about the weight part because I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
But when I first came in, I was dealing with joint pains and I was in physical therapy for plantar fasciitis, and
That's right.
my joints feel much better. I sleep better. My mind is clearer,
Mhm.
less stress. All of those things, I mean, that I didn't talk about, all
Yeah.
of those things have happened since I've been in the program. Stress level has drastically gone down,
Nice.
and I sleep really
So-
good now.
Is there any going back for you? Do you want to go back to feeling how you felt before?
No way.
It's not worth it, huh? It's not worth it.
No way. And I don't see me letting that happen. And in some of the sessions with Teresa, that we would talk about, like I went on vacation. The family went on vacation, went to Mexico, and while we were in Mexico, I ate, food. But
Yeah.
I know you come back, you do a reset day, and then you start all over again.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, someone said goodbye. So.
it's okay.
And I love that. So I at the time I beat myself up because I'd kind of fallen off the wagon. But after my coaching session, we talked about it. And the truth is, do a reset day and just get back in the cart and keep on going.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna fall. We're humans. We're gonna go on vacation. Enjoy your vacation. As long as, I always say it's about balance. And as long as, 80, 90% of what you're doing is good, have that drink every once in a while. Go on a vacation. Have a dessert, if you go out to dinner.
Yeah.
But now you have the tools and you know exactly what to do to just get right back down. But the most important part is getting, back into fat burning so that your body can just burn through that fuel again.
Yeah. That's part of the education that we get through this program. I
Yeah.
know how to eat differently, and I know how to reset, restart if I do make a mistake. So, but will I ever go back to where I was before? No.
No, I feel that too, because we take, we bring a lot of people through the program and, some people stick with it, some don't, but I can tell, like, your resolve is
Resolve.
100%. I can feel it.
Already referred a few people that have come to the office already. So walking billboard, because a lot of people that
Yeah,
know me.
didn't you just send in Sarah?
I did. Yeah.
Thank you. That's how we grow. That's how we reach more people. But it all starts with you getting a good result, making sure that we're supporting you and that you're getting to where you want to be and making that change. And now because you did that, now you've had a lifelong impact on your daughter.
Yeah.
So Dawn, what do your friends think about how you eat? Has that come up at all?
It came up once, and it honestly was not a good experience, but like how it came up. But I mean, I was a little bothered at first, but we're past that now. It did cause a little bit of conflict.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they said something about the way you were
No,
eating.
well,
or-
yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, that's gonna happen, and it only happened once, and it really wasn't that big of a deal, even though it did bother me a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, you move on.
Yeah. Because if they're eating donuts and cookies and you can't eat it, then, at 12 and 13, it could be a situation.
Yeah,
Why aren't you
exactly.
eating this? Why aren't you eating the cookie? I know you like chocolate. Why aren't you eating the chocolate? So,
yeah. So what would you say to other parents, that have kids?
well, I, I, I honestly, I think it is somewhat of a touchy issue because if you're talking to a parent who has a 9-year old or a 12-year-old that's obese, then you want to be careful how you talk to them because the child is obese in most cases because of how they eat, and if they're that young, the parents are giving them that food.
Yeah,
So what would I say to them? I would just say that how we eat as a child is how we'll eat as an adult.
yeah,
And we love our children enough that we want them to eat healthy now so they won't have long-term effects, or they won't have some of the effects that we as adults have to deal with in terms of diabetes and blood pressure, high cholesterol. I would talk about that tactfully.
yeah,
You know, we're very protective of our children, so you have to be careful what you say to one parent.
yeah,
But if there's a parent that says, I really need to help my child eat healthier, then I can go in. Then
yeah.
they open the door. Then I can go in and talk to them about the program and what we've done and how it can be beneficial for their child. So
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you guys so much.
you're very welcome.
You're welcome.
So what are you doing for the rest of the evening? You guys are outside. It's freezing.
Well, we're getting some construction done at our house. We had a water pipe break, so
Uh-oh.
they were inside doing construction. They just left, so we're gonna go inside and get warm.
Oh,
That's the
good.
first thing we're gonna do, and then we have homework to do. It's a school night, and
All right. Well,
we-
carry on.
Mhm.
and we'll make our healthy dinner because it's 6:30. We fast
Nice.
between 12 noon and 8 p.m. So we have time to get our protein and our veggies in and have a good night.
So Dawn, do you have anything that you want to say to any kids that might be listening? What do you want to say about health and food? Anything?
No.
No?
It can be done. It can be done, and you won't have to miss out on too many of your things, right? Because you found some healthy alternatives, and you still get to make your cookies and your bread and your pancakes and stuff. So,
Mhm.
do you miss oatmeal?
You make pancakes with almond flour?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you put on the pancakes?
Apples and cinnamon.
Yum. Sound good. So you can eat delicious, healthy food and still be good for you, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right, you two.
All right,
Beautiful
thank you.
ladies.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you so
Picard.
much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, guys.